What really defines a victory in sports? Is it just about what the final scoreboard says? Or can a single loss tell a story so powerful, so unforgettable, that it becomes its own kind of legend? Well, today, we're diving into a story that really makes you question what it means to win.
Can you imagine? That's what Arkansas coach John Calipari heard when he asked his star freshman if he was actually going to play in a huge game against a top-ranked rival. Are you nuts? It's a line that just perfectly sets the stage for the absolute defiance at the heart of one of college basketball's wildest nights.
So who was this freshman phenom? None other than Darius Acuff Jr. And heading into this massive road game against Alabama, the deck was stacked against him. It was stacked higher than you can even imagine.
Okay, just try to get your head around this. Acuff had been in a protective walking boot literally 2 days before this game. They weren't at home, they were on the road against the number 25 team in the country, Alabama. Oh, and their team completely decimated by injuries. They were down to a 7-man rotation. This is a David versus Goliath situation, no question.
So what happens? How does this injured freshman respond with everything on the line? Well, he didn't just show up. He didn't just play. He went out there and put on a performance that is going to be talked about for a long, long time.
49 points. Seriously, just let that number sink in for a second. Acuff by himself put up 49 points against a nationally ranked defense. It was the second highest point total by any player in a single college basketball game that entire season. Just incredible.
And if that wasn't crazy enough, get this. He played 50 minutes, the entire game, regulation, and then 2 grueling overtimes. He never came out. The same kid who was in a boot 2 days before played every single second.
And this chart really tells the whole story, doesn't it? He scored 49 of his team's 115 points. He wasn't just the engine for this team, he was the whole car, especially when 4 of his teammates ended up fouling out. He was the offense.
And look, this wasn't just some great game, it was literally historic. The most points ever scored by a freshman against a top 25 opponent. The most points ever scored by an Arkansas freshman. The most points ever scored in a conference game by any Razorbacks player ever. Come on, it was a legendary night.
But, and this is where the story just becomes pure theater. For all of that brilliance, for all the records, the end of this game is just gut-wrenching drama. The game came down to the final shot, twice. And both times it was absolutely heartbreaking.
Talk about an emotional roller coaster. With just 12 seconds left in regulation, who hits the massive 3 to send it to overtime? Acuff, of course. But then, at the end of that first overtime, he gets the ball in his hands with a chance to win it all, and he misses. And then, you're not going to believe this, at the end of the second overtime, he gets the exact same opportunity.
You can just picture it, right? The crowd is going insane, the game is on the line, and the kid who's been unstoppable all night has the ball. He drives, he puts up a little floater, and it just bounces off the backboard. No good. Unbelievable. And then to have it happen again, just 5 minutes later, another chance, another jump shot at the buzzer for the win, and another miss. It's just the absolute agony of being that close to capping off a legendary night with a legendary win, not once, but twice.
And there it is, the final score, a 2-point loss. After 50 minutes of war, after 49 points from their freshman star, they fell just short. It was a completely devastating end to such a heroic effort.
So what do you do with the game like that? How do you even process it? It's a loss that felt, in so many ways, like this enormous victory. And that's the question everyone was asking when the dust settled. So what did Acuff himself think? In the face of his own historic night, he was just completely crushed. He said the performance, the points, the records, it all meant nothing because they lost. All that mattered to him was the team, which is just an incredibly humble way to see it. But his coach, a guy who has seen dozens of NBA All-Stars come through his program, he saw the bigger picture. Calipari knew what he just witnessed was something truly special, something that went way beyond what the scoreboard said. He put Acuff right up there with the best he's ever coached.
And that's really what we're left with. It was a loss on paper, for sure. But the performance is remembered as a triumph of will, of heart, and of just pure, undeniable brilliance. It really makes you wonder, when it comes to the great stories in sports, what truly defines a win?